Alright, I am back with another Outriders video. I know I said I probably wasn't going to do many more before the release of the game, but then People Can Fly came out with a new patch to change a bunch of stuff with the way the demo is currently being farmed, because they didn't love a couple aspects of how people were kind of hyper farming for legendaries. Even if the drop rate is extremely low on World Tier 5, I guess they still wanted to make some adjustments. So I have been playing that for a couple hours now just to see how it's feeling. They nerfed one thing, they buffed another thing, and they left one thing the same. So what exactly did they do? They nerfed the chest farm. So you can no longer just load into the one story mission and then run around getting 3 to 5 chests where there's no enemies. Those chests had a very low, but still a chance to drop legendaries. I have gotten one of my 2 legendaries from that run. It took about several hundred chest openings to get that, but now they're not dropping legendaries at all, kind of no matter how much you run it. And they said that they are debating what to do with chests in the final game still. It would be pretty weird if you had a loot game that was full of chests and there was a 0% chance that chests could ever drop legendaries. And yet, I think they're quickly learning the the nature of the looter community, where people will find the most efficient, least obstructive way possible to farm something. And if there was a chest farm people found in this very limited demo, how many chest farms are they going to find in the final game itself? But how do you regulate that? Like, is there some sort of middle ground where, a chest after you kill a boss has a chance to drop a legendary or something, but if you open 5 chests within, 2 minutes or something, they no longer have a chance or something. Like, I feel like there's middle ground ways to handle this without just outright blacklisting chests from having legendaries at all. I think that would be pretty detrimental to the game, because at that point, why really even have chests, period? Games like Diablo, like, you can get legendaries from chests. It's not usually the most common thing, unless it's like a very kind of one of their chests where you have to like fight a bunch of enemies to open it or things like that. People aren't really like doing chest runs in Diablo. It's the most efficient ways to get loot at this point, at least like normal chests. So there is a way to make this work, I think, but I would expect those drop rates to be at best very low when the final game gets here, because they're already seeing what people are doing to get free loot with no combat. The thing they left the same is they did not change the drop rate on enemies themselves. I think all enemies have a chance to drop a legendary, and it's like a tiered system. So the captain that everyone's farming has the highest chance, and that has been left alone. They even like made a joke about the Simpsons gif where there's beating a dead horse and like, stop, it's already dead. That captain has been killed hundreds of thousands of times, I'm sure, because it's the most efficient loot farm, where you just run up to him, kill him, see what he drops, and then kill yourself. You instantly respawn, and he instantly respawns. That's the same, but other enemies like the shotgun guys and marksmen, I think, have a slightly increased chance to drop legendaries. I don't know if like regular soldiers do or not. I don't know if I've ever seen a regular soldier drop a legendary or even heard of that happening, but the specialty units still have a chance. So all of that has been left unchanged. The captain drop rate, is not good. Like, I think that was the most efficient farm in the game, and it still probably is. But it's a horrific rate on World Tier 5, which I'm not complaining about, because I know there's 10 more World Tiers, but I don't think that was like a problem that really needed to be nerfed. And like, if people are going to obsessively farm 10 demo legendaries like over the course of the next month, like, who cares? Just let them do it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So I don't know how much they need to keep kind of tweaking these drop rates. The thing they added was the ability for replaying side missions to give you a chance at getting a legendary. Right now, this system is pretty weird, because there's no end of mission display where it like shows you what loot you've gotten. It just shows up in your inventory, so you have to like go to your inventory and like see what's new and see if there's legendary there or not. Not exactly a good farming fantasy. I've checked around some of the people who've been farming Outriders so far, like Chevy and some of the others, and I was doing this myself, running side missions, and I haven't gotten a legendary from it yet. It's only been a couple hours, but it's not like some massively increased rate or something. Like, so it's not, a coin flip chance you're going to get a legendary, which makes sense, obviously. But I think compared to the captain farm, it's really hard to kind of justify these full runs, like unless it does pan out that these rates are significantly different. You're playing the game more and stuff, but it's I can't really figure out a mission that's a truly efficient run, because there's the mission where you rescue the guy from the wild dogs or whatever in the base. Those have 2 chests, but unless you like reset the instance, those chests won't respawn, and chests no longer give legendaries, and there are no boss enemies in that mission. So you could do that one pretty fast, but there's no like captain or anything to drop something. The Captain Farm mission, the rescue John McCain or whatever his name is, that is, you get a captain within it, and then there's no, I mean, there's like one or 2 chests, but that's not important anymore. So instead of just farming the captain, you can kill the captain, kill the other enemies there, and then get it. The problem with that mission is to both start it and finish it. You have to go all the way back to base, run up all the stairs, go into the door, talk to the person, all the way back down the stairs to the flag. So it's not a very efficient loop in terms of like if you're trying to maximize speed or anything. And I mean, the part with the captain can be tough. Like, yeah, running into, kamikaze bomb the captain is pretty easy, but surviving that area is not like the easiest thing in the world. And like if you kind of make one wrong tactical decision, there's a max to how good your character can even be right now with your gear. So, you can die in that part, and that makes that not an efficient run. And then the final side mission is, I think, it's the only one left you can repeat, is the one where you have to go and kill the one captain that has like the fire powers for that injured person, which kind of spawns near the McCain mission. And that one, I think you can maybe do the fastest, and you can burn down that boss and his little flunkies very quickly. Problem with that mission is that boss doesn't drop loot. It's like a little cutscene where you execute him, but like he doesn't have loot drops the way like a captain would. And there's a chest behind him, but that chest no longer drops legendaries and doesn't respawn. So there was no chance of getting a legendary from him, at least. So none of these really seem like good farms to me, and so you're only farming the one that has a captain, and you get a chance at a legendary at the end. None of that, I don't know. That's I just over farming the captain itself. If your goal is to just get legendaries and you don't care about like actively participating in tactical combat or whatever, like by fully running the missions, the captain farm, I think, is still going to be the best one. I'll keep an eye on the rates as they go, but yeah, I don't know if the rates for completing these full missions are going to be worth it based on all the kind of extra work you have to do to fully beat the mission, go talk to the people again, go through the cutscenes, repeat it. Whereas the captain farm is like go kill die, go kill die, go kill. It's that Tom Cruise movie Edge of Tomorrow where he just keeps dying and respawning. That wasn't the only thing they did. They also nerfed the ability to change your clock around and get epic drops from the vendors, because the vendors would sometimes sell epics. That was the only place you could get epics. There are they don't actually drop in the game. Well, legendaries do drop, and epics are between blues and legendaries. They made the demo not drop those. They can have pretty good mods. I think I've seen them with tier 2 mods. So those are potentially valuable, but they didn't want people farming by just changing their clock around and going to the vendor. So that is no longer available. They didn't take anything away. Like if you got legendaries from the chest farm, or if you got epics from the vendor farm, they didn't eliminate that. It's just you can't do that anymore. And we still have almost a month to go to the launch of this game, and I think they recognized some patterns pretty soon here where they wanted to step in. I'm sure there will be more patches. Like there was also some technical stuff with this patch and performance things that also kind of impacted the game. But we'll see what other lessons they kind of want to take away from this. I think they're using this as an early test to see how people farm and what that means for the final game. Like you can already see that they're reconsidering their position on chests because they're like, okay, maybe just allowing people to respawn chests frequently is not the best idea. So we'll see what they think about things like captains. I think it doesn't feel great to kill these bosses like Goss and the sub captains and things like that and have them not drop anything. Like just have it be like a little execution cutscene, but their bodies don't have the potential to drop loot. I don't know if all boss enemies will be like that and they'll just rely on a chest behind them, but that seems like an oversight because you kill a boss, you want the boss to drop loot. Like that's pretty basic stuff. So we'll see what else they take away from this, but that is what the state of the current patch is. in short, the Captain Farm is still probably your best bet. You are free to run full side missions if you want, but that doesn't seem super efficient or super beneficial yet. I'll wait for a couple more days of testing to see if the rates are worth it or not. But I just like that Captain Loop. It's just it's very easy and relaxing, and running full missions is a different thing, and all the kind of downtime in between. So we'll see. But for now, we'll see when the next patch is. Could be in a week, could be in 3 weeks, who knows. But still fun. I'm not like hardcore farming anymore. Like now that I've 2 legendaries, like I have stuff to do in other games, so I'm not going to be sinking just 100 hours into this demo before I say that now, and then watch me come back and have 100 hours playtime. It depends what else, if they add anything else, but we'll see. All in all, I'm looking forward to the final release of the game, and I think they're doing a good job being transparent, and the stuff they've changed is not like terrible, and I understand why they've done it. It's going to be curious how the final game launches and what inevitable farming exploits and very efficient things people find right away, because I'm sure there'll be a bunch, because that's how these games work. But yeah, we'll see. I will probably be back with another Destiny video tomorrow, and I will see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe and stuff. I will say comment, but everyone always comments, and there's always like 500 comments when I come to look at these, so thank you. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.